Who will you and what kind of person will you get married to? Who did you and what kind of man or woman did you get married to? These are questions we answer in different form and formats as singles in courtship and as couples in marriage. Today, we are honored and graced as a growth and support system for music minds to have Miss Lugoshen teach us or talk to us on case studies on matters arising in courtship as a single and marriage as a couple. You are welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Joshua, for giving me this opportunity to speak today. Okay, my name is Lugoshen, like I earlier said. I am a relationship therapist, I am a graphic designer, and I am CEO Singer Stripe. I will be talking about issues occurring in relationships, both dating relationships and marriage relationships. There are so many of them, but we'll just be talking about a few of them. Okay, for dating relationships, we have lack of communication. Okay, every relationship thrives on communication. Any boy or any girl that are serious about themselves must take out time to communicate. By communicate, I don't mean you spend long hours saying I love you, you love me, and all of that. What I mean in communication is details that will help your partner understand you. Okay, that will help your partner make excuses for you when things just happen spontaneously. So take out time to communicate. Communicate your fears, communicate your boundaries, communicate your desires. Don't think or don't expect your partner to know that this is what he or she should do in such situations. Don't expect them to get you a kind of gift when they don't know that you love that kind of gift. Okay, so communication is very, very necessary, and without it causes big issues in relationships. Okay, so the second thing that happens that causes issues, say, in relationship is jealousy. Okay, jealousy is a very big issue. Most times jealousy happens as a result of insecurity, especially in the aspect of the ladies. Okay, they have insecurity issues. Okay, so a lady that is not secure, I mean, she doesn't believe in her own beauty, she doesn't believe that she is beautiful, would easily be jealous. Even if she just sees her man saying sees her man talking to one of her friends, she's going to be so jealous. So jealousy should be avoided at all costs in relationships. I'm not saying you should not, have that safeguard your territory. What I mean is sometimes just look away. That looking away is you're giving yourself freedom to breathe. Okay, and if you do that as often as possible, you will notice that your relationship will have breathing space, because nobody wants to be choked up. A man does not like to be choked up in a relationship. Does not want to feel that without him you are useless. Okay, so ensure as a lady that you let him breathe. Even as a guy, be free when you see other guys come around her. Be free when you see other girls come around him. That would keep sanity. You have to keep your sanity. Okay, then moving over to marriages. Okay, communication is also one of the key. Lack of communication is also one of the key issues that they face. But that being said, and being overcome in relationship, another thing that causes serious issue in marriages is lack of sex. Okay, maybe the woman is tired, the man is tired. They spend their whole day in work and then come back tired, and maybe it's the woman that needs the sex at that point, and it's the man that has gone out and is coming back and she's pleading and asking for that little attention. If it's not checked, they will grow apart. You will just notice that there's no synergy in their home anymore. They'll just be like brothers and sisters sleeping on the same bed. Okay, and it will spark up unnecessary anger and unnecessary issues. Things that would have been easily overlooked will not be overlooked anymore because they have lost that bond that they have. So sex should not be taken for granted in marriage relationship. Take it as important. Take out time to go on vacation. Try different styles. As a married man and a married woman, you're free to experiment. But if you're not married, you're not free to do that. So be married and enjoy this love that God has given in marriage, which is sex. Okay. Then the second one, which we could also look at in marriage relationship, is infidelity. Okay, one of the things that causes big issues in marriage relationship is infidelity. Nobody wants to hear that she caught her husband cheating. No man wants to hear that he caught his wife cheating. As much as possible, be contented with what you have at home. That's why they say look before you leap. If you know that this lady will not give you all of the satisfaction you would desire as a married man, do not marry her. Some people will say that they want to be eating different soup. See, the way you cook your soup is what makes it different. By that I mean, if you take care of your lady well, she could give you different soup. Okay, that's why I said you're free to experiment. Don't do the same thing the same time and you're complaining that it's becoming boring. So cheating should be avoided at all costs. Some people think that cheating is only when you start saying I love you, you love me, maybe we are caught sleeping together. There's what is called emotional cheating. Okay, emotional cheating, you're already in your mind, you're already emphasizing, having one-on-one with this lady, trying, even with the way you look at her or look at him, that are even deviating your attention from your husband to another person. You've already started cheating. Okay, those are small also things that people take for granted. So at all costs, avoid infidelity. It also breaks trust. By trust, I mean that if I used to believe in your capacity to not cheat 100% before it reduces to 80%, that means at every point in time that I see you with a lady or he sees you with a man, he gets scared. So at all costs, avoid it. And if peradventure you begin to notice that kind of, because the truth is you will still get attracted to so many other people when you're married. So when you begin to notice it, own it up to your partner. Tell him or tell her that see you. And then you can now take a vacation to spark your own relationship. Okay, so I believe I've been able to tell you one or two about various issues in marriage and in single relationships. The truth is, love is a decision. Love is a choice. You don't love because you have feelings. You love because you choose to love. So if you have chosen to love a person, love them by knowing things. Get exposed. Read books. Listen to conferences like this. Okay, videos like this. Expose your mind so that you don't harm your partner. So thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you so much, Top Impact Forum. Have a nice day. Bye.
Not to demean or put down whatsoever Miss Lugoshen has said, but to amplify it. Remember, we're talking about case studies on matters arising in courtship as singles and in marriage as couples, the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are important facts you should note even as you take action. 1. No courtship or marriage is the same. Everyone has his own challenges, experiences, and amazing moments. So you as an individual in that courtship or in that marriage should take out time to study your own. Have your own case study. Number 2, Your ability as a man and a woman in a courtship or in a marriage to surmount, in better use of words, to overcome challenges that comes during the journey makes you, or tells us how willing and submissive you are to the Holy Spirit, and how successful your marriage or your courtship will be in a long run, or is in a long run.